I would say that we're even 30 minutes behind. I'd say that we're
10
reasonably on
seconds
track. We're partway
remain.
through the draft of game number 5. It's pretty
5
good.
seconds
That's not
There's
bad.
no way I show up. There's no way I show up to work on time this week, though.
Yeah, not really. Actually, you know what? We are. Are we ahead of schedule? Holy
No.
crap, we're ahead of schedule. We're not behind schedule. Game 5 would have started at 6. We're 20 minutes early.
Oh yeah.
Before the schedule, everyone. No more beyond the schedule. We've done it. We've managed to
Wait, no,
beat a
you're
curse.
wrong.
Am I?
It's yeah, it's scheduled for
Windranger
5.
at your service.
Sorry, you said that with such confidence that you convinced me. That's impressive. You are destined to be a caster, Ricky. I don't care what anyone else says.
Wait, what? It was scheduled to start at 5?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, it was. Yeah, it was.
You such confidence.
10 seconds
You know,
remain.
it's fine. It's fine. Neph.
That's a talent. You should be proud of that, man. You're like upper management material.
No. Because then I just lump myself in with a bunch of the people I don't like.
Unfortunate. You become your most hated enemy.
See, I thought we were behind schedule, and then you made me second guess myself. Shouldn't have done it. Should never doubt my original, my gut feeling.
Speaking of most hated enemy, we see Windranger here. Slack's most hated enemy on NoPing. How was that for a transition?
Yeah, quite good actually. Nicely done.
Thank you.
They've got 2 more picks here though. So the Windranger we saw earlier today, picked up by Michael, absolutely owned with it. Probably a 4 position, and then the gyrocopter here once again picked up from NoPing, a Pandaboo special, but also something they've played on Angel quite a bit, so can go either place. Most likely to be Dark Mago on the Ember Spirit here. But I mean, this thing is, the drafting has become really interesting on from some of these South American teams with how they're flexing these heroes around.
Yeah.
You must choose.
Ooh, you love to see it. The Sand King pickup. It was nerfed just a little bit. Ended up reducing the Burrow Strike cooldown by a little bit, and the cast range at level 4. Correct?
Yep, that's about
By
right.
about 50 range. It's a 25 higher, I think, at level 1, or 50 higher. It goes a little bit further because it was kind of pathetic before, and they instantly respawn with a Morphling. Yeah, that is a powerful pick this game. Either turning into the Windranger or the Sand King, even the Ember Spirit being able to get like a slight chains off and continue to lay into these enemy heroes. But the Wind Run, if you get yourself an Egg and Scepter, the Sand King is not quite as strong as the Earthshaker combo, but being able to grab the Sand King Burrow Strike on top of people is going to do even more mobility. I like the Morphling pickup here quite a bit.
It's one of the better heroes into the Sand King lane. Like Sand King has 0 kill threat onto the Morphling. You can potentially find a kill with the help of the Windranger. If it is going to be a 4 position Windranger, you can go like Burrow Strike into the power shot. So Morphling does have to be a little bit careful of that. But for the most part, I mean, this lane is super easy for the Morph. And as long as he just keeps an eye on his health, should have a pretty solid lane. So they're going to now respond by banning the Queen of Pain for the mid lane. Try and preserve Ember Spirit's lane here a little bit.
The Queen of Pain is it probably got a little bit more attention given that it's had some wonderful games today by yours truly, the fan favorite Alone. I don't know if he's a favorite for you now, Ricky, after today's performance. He should be though.
Alone's a great player, man. He's owning it this tournament.
Also gave us some great interviews last BTS Pro Series. We're doing them a little bit less this time because
we just have 0 time.
Yeah, I have 0 time. We've got 10-minute break between games, and even then, I've been like trying to plan TI stuff between the games today.
Well, it's like it's 10 minutes from like game completion to start. So by the time we do like outro, run ads, and like get in lobby and prep for the new one, it's like it's much less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, we actually get like a 3-minute break. And sometimes the players want to start early because they hate us. Anyways, Omni Knight banned out, regardless of the fact that he ended up getting a nerf to the Dispel. They're still worried about that here.
It's good with the Morph, right? Like, if they can just keep the Omni Knight behind the Morph lane, it'd be pretty strong. Batrider pickup is really good here. And this is probably Dark Mago's hero, which means they're going to be, I think, taking Ember Spirit to the safe lane for Angel. That's what we've been seeing. I mean, Dark Mago is definitely the Batrider player in this team.
10 seconds.
And we saw yesterday how much Angel can pop off on that Ember Spirit, getting that rampage right outside their base. That thing was absolutely bonkers.
Yes. Yeah, that's how I see happening here. So you think it's going to be Panda Boo on
Silencer.
the Wind Ranger?
Panda Boo
Sorry,
Gyro
Panda
again.
Cross there, sorry. Yeah.
Dark Mago on the Batrider. Angel's going to grab
Angel.
that Ember.
It says,
Very comfort picks here for the side of NoPing once again. And black and yellow, they're going to run the 5-position Night Stalker.
It goes, Leo, my man, let me show you how it's done. So I pop off this game on position 1 Ember Spirit. I do like me some Dark Mago Batrider though, and yeah, given the fact they banned out to the Omni Knight, it makes a little bit more sense why they wanted to do that. Is it to counter out their plans? Silencer really strong here at the moment though. I do like the amount of damage that Arcane Curse, Curse of the Silent does. We saw how much they did with like position 5. S is going to pop off in this hero, I think, but it's bound to be a good game, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for this one.
I'm not a big fan of Jubei Night Stalker, though. I feel like that one's going to be a little bit underwhelming. But it is good against the Sand King and the Ember Spirit. I was not sure if Jubei should be the one playing it on position 5.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this earlier, right? Like the position 5 Night Stalker is something that certain teams like to run. It is kind of a niche pick, but I honestly think it's almost as good as position 3 because a lot of times what we're seeing right now is like the Night Stalker, if it doesn't actually pop off in the offline, like what we saw earlier, the hero just becomes a big creep who just provides flying vision, and that's actually pretty good for a 5, honestly.
The only one surprised by this.
I mean, I suppose. I just don't think it'll be a great performance. I think if you can actually get on top of these heroes with the crippling fear, then yeah, sure, you're gonna have a great game. But I think in a game like this one, Night Stalker is gonna end up becoming food. We'll see though. I hedge my bets on NoPing this game. I think they're way too strong of a team. I think Angel's Ember Spirit is absolute beast. I think Dark Mago is pretty good despite personal grievances that I have. Should be a good game.
I think his Batrider is incredibly strong, so we're probably just gonna see a well, we'll see how the mid lane is gonna unfold, but I'd have to imagine this Batrider mid lane is going to own. It is Esk, by the way, on the silencer. I'm not sure if you noticed. That is a mid lane silencer who's just gonna get burrow striked into a missile, and first blood goes the way of Sladen.
First blood. That's an ill wind for someone. Not me.
Okay.
Not the best start to it, losing your mid laner, but it, at the very least, you didn't give it up to Dark Mago there. So it's not like his ball is going to come out any significantly faster. He gets a little bit of XP under his belt, but that's about it. Runes are still going to be 2 for 2.
Ooh, nice attempt there from Angel to try and steal the bounty with that sleight of fist. One thing is interesting is this silencer into the Batrider, right? I'm assuming you just use Arcane Curse whenever he wants to try and sticky napalm the wave, and he just has to wait. So it is kind of annoying on paper as far as how this lane's going to pay out, but Dark Mago is going to get a real fast level 2 thanks to it being underneath his tower. Kind of overblocked though.
Now the numbers don't quite add up. Like you're going to want to throw out, he ends up getting Glaze of Wisdom level 1 instead. But yeah, the numbers don't quite add up for the silencer. It's a 7-second that's sticky napalm last and 6-second on Arcane Curse. It's really not called Curse of the Silent anymore. What's wrong with me, man?
It's just called Arcane Curse. It doesn't silence anymore. What do you mean?
It used to be called Curse of the Silent.
Yeah, but it doesn't silence.
It never did.
Yeah, that's why they changed the name. Top lane, Yamsun falling incredibly low, managed to just barely make it out. And surprising because level 1 on this Morphling, you are very fragile.
Like you mentioned yourself that you don't really have kill potential up here, but level 1, you do have kill potential, but the episode has no business dying at the start of this one, is what we should actually be saying, right?
Well, I mean, you do have a lot of burst damage out of the Sand King and the Wind Ranger. Normally, Sand King can't really threaten this hero. It's pretty much why we see him going Sandstorm. It doesn't really do him any good to try and just pick up Sandstorm in this wave.
Yep. Well, Burrow Strike cost trailing it. And he also ended up
Nice bro strike on a Jubei. Actually gets the Caustic Finale proc as well. And Jubei takes quite a bit of damage for that.
Yeah, I think the other reason, well, the main reason is because he ended up committing the Burrow Strike level 1 to kill the Silencer, remember?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think that he might have Sandstorm here, but you do have decent kill threat with Burrow Strike versus having no...
Mid lane, Dark Mago going for the dive here onto Esk. He pops Fairy Fire, pops the stick, tries to survive as long as possible. Doesn't end up making it happen, and the question is, will Dark Mago survive? Looks like he will.
No, I thought he'd die there. He had a surprising amount of regen. I guess just the 1 point in, what, Arcane Curse, that's what I'm supposed to call it, isn't enough damage to finish him off, despite the fact that he built up quite a big timer on himself there.
They did manage to bring down the Ember Spirit bottom. And they're actually looking for the Gyrocopter. Courier, super close going down. Zero actually could have just God's Rebuke that thing. I don't know if he saw it, though.
I think it slipped by him. Definitely worth the mana. I was gonna say maybe he just didn't want to spend the 80 mana on God's Rebuke, but I think it was worth it. You ended up just dropping that on the creeps, anyways. Definitely worth. See if mid lane gets any easier for Esk. He's getting killed again.
It's looking not as easy. That's a rough one. He just builds up the stacks and runs him down once again, and they're just going to TP in the Snapfire to try and get some experience in this mid lane.
Yep. Silencer's TP is on cooldown for, it's going to be on cooldown for another 20 seconds after he gets back up as well, so he's just going to have to walk down in the mid lane. Dark Mago's going to get even more of an advantage. He's level 5 on the Silencer's 3 already, and it's only going to get worse in the next 20 seconds here.
This is pretty much what I see happen every single time I see Dark Mago get a Bat Rider into a good Bat Rider game. It's just like there's not many options left for the mid lane as far as what they could have picked here. The Puck and the Queen of Pain were both banned, and he just gets ran over. He's only got 8 CS here on this Silencer. Well, Bat Rider's sitting at 16 and 2, and like you said, with 2 kills and a massive level advantage. As soon as he has level 6, Esk cannot be anywhere near this lane.
Yep. I'm surprised he doesn't try to harass Dark Mago a little bit by like spamming out Last Word on him. It's such a value spell for like damage versus mana at level 1. I think it's one of the highest in the game because it not only does it do 120 base damage, it also got a 1.5 int multiplier on it. Oh.
Did he just power shot him under tower? Oh. Oh.
He has more full agi to heal up, I think.
I like how it leaves a bouquet of flowers there. I didn't know that. That's kind of funny.
Yes, it is. Wants to play aggressive here. He ended up losing his courier with the boot still on it. That's rough, Jubei. In fact, Jubei's gonna die here, man, if Oscar turns around onto him.
He's Creep Dragon. Oscar's got more important things to do, like farm creeps at this point.
Yeah.
Jubei getting nighttime now, so he's a little bit tankier than he was before. And by tankier, I mean just faster. Wait, what? Pandaboo goes down bottom, continuing to get aggressive here on top of Angel. 0 has a spear in 1, but not going to connect with it at all.
Yeah, spear doesn't end up hitting there. My bad. I was buzzing in my pizza. It ended up arriving very late. I'll give Chad an update after the game of how it tastes.
Did you get the no sauce, no cheese, sardine pineapples?
No, I did not. Mid lane, Bat Rider actually getting run down by Jubei, but you know you've got turning on him.
You can just kill Jubei, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no!
Oh boy, that is a rough place to be. He actually just doesn't stay on top of him for some reason. Dark Mago, he could have gotten that kill. I don't know why he ran back. Now S gonna turn back around on top of him. He doesn't have the mana for the void, but the spear to interrupt. A huge mistake here by Dark Mago. Ends up costing him his life. Bottom side of the fight though, 0 getting ran down by Angel and Pandaboo going for the TP out. He's gonna be safe. Ooh, very close.
Ends up being some big wins. Taking down that Bat Rider is absolutely massive. You get a recovery there. On the Silencer. That's big.
Yeah,
that is so big.
I actually just don't know. Like, he could have just killed him and left, but he like went down to the low ground for some reason. I actually have no idea.
And he kept chasing him and spamming out sticky napalm, and when the last word was on him as well, so not only did it extend the duration, but we talked about this in one of the earlier games. It now doesn't tick down the timer remaining on Arcane Curse if you're silenced up, but you continue to take damage. So it extends the duration of it.
It also does 2 times the amount of damage when you're silenced.
That is, yeah, that is a yikes. He essentially set himself up for death there on Dark Mago.
And a nice pick off here again in the mid lane. Esk getting himself a little bit more int, but this one, did it go away? Boris? Yeah, Boris grabbed that one. But you're not level 6 on the silence. Your game, like, actually somewhat recovered. Net worth wise, he's still at a pretty big disadvantage, but I mean, he's got levels now. And Dark Mago, he's gonna get wrapped onto the mid lane. Esk with the help of Jubei, doing so much work. That Arcane Curse just owning him. Jubei diving under the tower though. He tries to go back. He's like, maybe I could get Dark Mago, but no.
Dark Mago throws out the tip to Jubei. I mean, bold of him to assume that he's gonna be
Arena Spirit bottom lane. Helps out of a kill there onto the Ember Boris to finish it off, and he's looking for Panda Boo. Yep, Spear comes out. Oh, he misses the cookie. And, okay, Boris, come on, buddy. You can do it. All right, a little bit of, oh boy. What that's a bit of a misplay. Zero just goes down to a level 3 rocket while Boris misses all his spells.
Angels.
And in comes Angel. He's not level 6 yet, but that Orb of Corrosion slowing down Boris maybe just enough.
Yeah,
Side of
Boris
fist.
is dead.
Oh, he gets it. Max range. And that's a half a level for Angel.
We just missed it. Tried to end up dropping the epicenter on Yamson, but you know, like you said, with
He's got lasso. I think he just dies to this. Yeah, indeed he does. Well played there. Good commitment in from NoPing. They don't wanna let him get away there. Yamsun, the only hero who is really having a good time in the top lane, and Dark Mago wanting to go back in. He's got the Firefly available, but it's Jubei on the backside who's wanting to wrap around, try and keep him in place. Nice shackle there. Gonna try and just run over Zero, but clapped by Boris with this Scatter Blast, and Zero just gonna tick down inside of that fire there. Jubei, can he help bring down this level 7 Wind Ranger, by the way? 4 points now inside this power shot. Oh, tries to TP out on the Sand King. Not gonna be able to. Double kill goes away at Boris, and this silence gonna catch Sladen as well. Ends up being a triple. Boris making up for a couple mistakes in the bottom lane.
Can I get some +2s in the chat, please? Thank you very much.
At least a couple. I mean, he's pretty happy about that one here on Esk. They managed to pull this game around on the side of black and yellow.
Yeah. A couple of kills. He's still what 600 700 net worth down on the bat right at the moment, but not as bad as it was looking like it was going to be inside the laning phase.
They find Gyro.
Who's dead.
And he just gets him with that. What is this thing called again? Last word. Thank you.
Yeah. It's the other one they changed. This thing's always been called Last Word, even when it was a passive that silenced you in an AoE after you used a spell.
God, I remember that. That was so dumb.
It made a lot more sense back then, though.
Yeah.
And then they had the disarm for a little while. I don't know what that was about.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. It used to just disarm you when it activated, huh?
Yeah.
That's quite funny.
Yeah. Ice Frog is a war criminal, man.
Oh, Arena bottom lane completely whiffs there onto Dark Mago.
Yeah.
Just too fast in the bat right. Ooh.
That's not gonna. It's not a BM, right?
I mean, if it was a BM, it would have come out from Dark Mago, I think. It was also pretty delayed. I think it's not a BM pause.
Yeah, it's got to be something else. It'd be very funny if it was, though.
It would, and we're all about funny.
What's he got going on down here? I mean, he ends up committing for the arena. For anyone curious, Firefly does not actually make you flying. It grants you unobstructed movement, which is different from, say, Night Stalker's flying. You're still moving alongside the ground. So it's one of the few abilities that you would think flies you over the arena, but actually does not.
Yeah,
it's
you do
a
not
fire
go up
walk.
on the X axis, right?
Yep. Yep.
Or the Z axis. I don't know why I said X.
Yeah, and they changed that back when they changed it from giving him flying vision to taking it away.
It's simply
Just granting him a little bit of extra day and night vision. And now his numbers are all weird for everything, and no one can actually follow what he does.
Now the fight resumes. But
Lots and lots of updates over the years.
He does damage. He does good things. And he's good in the mid lane. It doesn't actually say anywhere on the sticky napalm ability that it does half damage to creeps, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, are you expecting tooltips to explain that?
You'd think so.
Hmm.
And I feel like someone's gonna read this and be like, wow, this is really good on creeps. I could get like
Dire's top tower
3 times on the ancients and clear them out. And that's just not the case.
Yes.
killing spree.
Oh, dive into the top lane. Ends up getting punished a little bit. They do at least find Boris there.
Is little hope
Not a
for
bad kill for
Dire's
Oscar,
middle
but
tower.
I mean, you do got to be a little bit worried about this silencer. He's going the Aghanim Scepter, which, my god, this Aghanim Scepter is really good. The AoE last word does so much damage. And as we talked about, just further extending the duration of the Arcane Curse while it does double damage. It is so difficult to fight into.
This tower is going to get melted pretty quickly up here in the top lane. But I'm glad that the silencer at the very least kind of has a game at this point. Globals have been not the
Mid lane.
best, but
Jubei, pots of Dark Ascension, gets shackled up. Boris is here. A nice blink reveal. Able to stun him up maybe long enough to keep Jubei alive. And there's going to be the global. And Mortimer's Kisses coming through. They've only managed to catch the Wind Ranger, though. A lot of spells thrown for this. And Dark Mago, he's got a haste. Wanting to go in. There's the epicenter, the Burrow Strike, the call down. Oh, there's the combo you want to see.
that's what you were waiting for. Way too much damage coming out from this team. Tons of AoE, and Batrider, it managed to finish him off that Morphling with the lasso. They didn't quite manage to get Nightstalker on the back line. He ended up walking out of that one with his Dark Ascension on. He's like 1 or 2 ticks away from dying to that urn, but not able to stay in the middle of these team fights with this position 5 Nightstalker feels pretty awful. I feel like he's very close to the point that we were talking about where he's just completely fallen off. And he just becomes like a walking creep with 1800 unobstructed vision. He did help at the start, though. I will say that. It was a little bit Dark Mago's fault that the Silencer got a recovery into the game, but Jubei did assist.
A smoke up here into the Dire jungle. They're going to find Zero, not really the target that they want, and instead turn their attention back towards the mid lane. Dark Mago's got these boots of travel completed. Going for the BKB. Panda Boot behind the tower. Missile's gonna get sniped. Well played by Boris, but the Burrow Strike is there. Shackle pins down 2, but the Flame Break kind of pushes him further back, and now Yamsun comes in, making a Sand King of himself as they're able to burn him down inside of this Sandstorm, but so much damage coming through from Angel as well as Dark Mago. They end up getting 2 anyway.
Nice grabs. Morphling's not even really farming up with this time. He's gonna go back to the mid lane. They want to defend this tower. Oh no, the shackle. All right, then there's no follow up there. Ember Spirit isn't in place. Thought he was gonna like Remnant Slate of his chain him there, but he wasn't close enough. So mid tower ends up getting denied. They spent a while here trying to defend this one, and Morphling wasn't spending that time farming. Actually, 5.8k here at 14 minutes is pretty far behind where you want to be.
I mean, top net worth is going to be the Sand King by a pretty good margin, as well as Dark Mago here on this Batrider. And had Dark Mago not made those like couple of weird decisions, he'd be way more farmed than he currently is. He might be almost completed on the BKB.
I mean, regardless, he's still owning, but
Yeah.
it could be more ownage, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, always.
Take control of, despite the fact that they lost their mid tower, Dire's trying to take control of the Radiant jungle. They figured that's going to be the safest place for Morphling to farm, and they're absolutely correct. Sladen moving through the jungle, trying to catch out whoever he can. They already have vision established here. So I don't think he spent a lot of time. All right, I take that back. Yamsun just rotates back into his triangle. I thought they'd set up camp inside the enemy jungle for a little while, given how you probably want to start to make aggressive plays on NoPing, but they go back, and I think this might be their undoing, at least. And I'm not just going to stop them from doing that. I think they're just working on this BKB on Batrider, and they'll start to make plays again. Angel's item build kind of confuses me, though. He ended up building Orb of Corrosion and Spirit Vessel, which is really good against Morphling. So he's obviously playing to counter him. But
Mid lane, they've caught Esk. The Blink Burrow Strikes from these Sand Kings, just so much follow-up is really dangerous. Zero didn't end up dropping the arena, just kind of poking Oscar instead.
A tool to teach.
didn't have to commit too much for that one either. Bow-Rider's looking for...
Oh, they found more. It's going to be a Burrow Strike on the backside that grabs the Snapfire and Power Shot to finish him off.
Did you guys see that?
Finding one after another here on the side of NoPing. And bottom lane, they're pinging out Yamsun. Angel. I don't think he's going to go for it.
Dark Mega, though. Yeah, they can see Dark Mega moving through the jungle here, so he just starts moving back immediately on Yamsun. I don't know why Yubei's even following them over here. There's nothing he's going to be able to do to this.
Dire should look to their top tower.
He got him, dude.
I don't know. It was a weird movement.
Slight chains in the Spirit Vessel onto Jubei. A lot of damage coming through, but there's going to be the global as he pins Angel against the wall. Is it going to be enough damage with the Crippling Fear? It will be. Nice Burrow Strike comes through from the Sand King. So looking for more. Yamsun, Burrow Strike of his own to connect, but there's a missile on the backside zoning them out. And they don't really have any more damage, I think. Like, they have to just leave.
They did get him. That was really weird looking, though. Is definitely a little bit too far for it, but I guess they thought Jubei was really far away from the rest of the team. He's only a little bit far away from the rest of his team, but without any hard lockdown on their side of the hill, they ended up getting punished for that one.
Boris might be in trouble here. Sladen doesn't end up going for him. He's going to TP out.
Yeah. I mean, Jubei did just make a bunch of space for the Morphling to farm as well.
Radiant's top tower.
He's working on the BKB now, which is essential this game. There are a lot of stuns on NoPing. A lot of magical damage coming out from their squad as well.
They are smoked up, looking for his heroes. They're gonna find Jubei. He tanks the gank for his team, and you're pretty happy if you're Yamsun there. That would have been a really rough death.
Yes. Dark Mago's got a lot of movement speed, but no Blink Dagger makes it difficult to get on top of this the Morph. Morphing's gonna go away. I don't think you care that much losing the Night Stalker there. In fact, they're not accomplishing much they want to across the map here. And Ember Spirit isn't scaling to the late game at all. I started touching on that one before we started to see a couple more kills. He just got Orb of Corrosion Spirit Vessel now going for Yules. So no Maelstrom, no farming build, no DPS.
I'm surprised he's not going for like a BKB, but
Battle seeks resolution.
just wants to be able to have that Yules as soon as possible, it seems.
Yep. I mean, he's dealing with multiple silences, so being able to either stall the Crippling Fear or get the global silence off himself is important, but he doesn't have any farming items to get him there or to continue to farm after the Yules is done. Which might not go so great for him, but we'll see. Maybe this Yules is the last piece of the puzzle they need before they start to close the game out. Boris is just trying to waste their time down there. While Yamsun farms.
Speaking of Yamsun, he comes in. He's in a little bit of trouble as there's going to be the lasso and the missile to follow the call down. A little bit off the mark, but a lot of damage going out to Yamsun. He's pretty much out of mana. The Burrow Strike holding him down even longer as they find the kill. And now Zero on the Mars. Next one to bite the dust does drop the arena, but it doesn't matter. The rest of the team, they've already moved on to other targets, and it's going to be Jubei. Esk gets a nice curse out. Dark Mago has to leave, but they're just going to continue to dive one after another. They don't seem to care at all.
Heavy stacks of Arcane Curse on the Ember Spirit, but he's not going to tick out to this one. Besides, got Spirit Vessel, Bottle, Magic Wand. Not going to be able to take this tower. That's one of the weaknesses of this lineup. The best tower hitter you have is the Wind Ranger, actually, with Focus Fire. So you can find these kills, but you're not great at grabbing objectives afterwards. You took that when the wave was pushed in, and you only got like 100 damage off from this tier 2 tower out of the team fight. Networth Swing ends up being pretty good, but that's about it.
They do at least have an Orb of Corrosion, which will help out eventually, but you're absolutely right. Zero has a blink. Would love to get in and find these heroes. Epicenter from Oscar being channeled. Jubei is going to find him. Actually pops a smoke for some reason. I mean, they held Dark Ascension here. I'm really surprised.
Yeah. I guess they figured that it's turning to daytime pretty quickly if they're going to want to hold it. Potential play they want to make. They don't want to be just sitting on the back line for 2 minutes afterwards, but doesn't feel great.
Epicenter gets canceled. They're just gonna use the Burrow Strike and the Focus Fire, and Jubei goes down. Oh, Blink Spear ends up catching Oscar on the Sand King, and with the Mortimer Kisses, the follow-up Burrow Strike, they do manage to take one down, and now need to back out here. Zero caught by the Slight Chains. He's surrounded by 3, drops the arena. Nice Spear comes out once again. Boris trying to help out. Body Slam onto the Wind Ranger. Burrow Strike through from Yamsun. They find another, but they've got to be careful. There it is, the BKB, the lasso, pulling Yamsun out way outside his base, but does have a waveform in one, but he never gets the opportunity to use it. The global silence just not gonna be enough there.
Nah. Let's see if set to Banter afterwards from Sladen. They're trying to chase Dark Mango down.
They can get this.
Kill him.
Yeah. That is super dead. Nice pick off there, and S getting a huge gold bounty. Boris not gonna be able to survive this as a missile, Spirit Vessel, all that coming through, but the silence onto the Ember Spirit. He gets the Yules. It ends up dodging the Spirit, but there's still a crippling fear holding him in place. The question is, can they actually finish the kill? And it looks like they will. Zero grabs that one. S, more intellect going his way. I mean,
Oscar? Oh, okay. Sorry. He's well, I see that Epicenter getting channeled up on the back line. It looked like he was gonna jump in on that one.
well, he misses the Burrow Strike, but they connect on the Shackle, and now the Epicenter comes through. He'll find that kill onto the Mars. And a Yule set up here onto the Night Stalker. Drops that Crippling Fear. Esk somewhat close by. Night Stalker, though, incredibly low. He's gonna survive, though. The damage from Janssen, he comes back in. That AoE last word actually prevented all of them from following that attack, that dive up. Just completed on the silencer before that.
Nice. He's gonna hold on to this Nether Shell regardless of the fact that Brigand Foot is gonna help him farm. I think magic resist is very important to this game. And starting to work on his BKB.
And minus armor on Morphling is like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Zero has almost as much armor as you'd ever want.
Yeah. Lamau, who cares? We'll see. Yeah, working on the BKB right now. It makes sense given the fact that it is only magical damage that they have on NoPing.
Oh,
I'm
dang,
surprised.
they smoke up. How long on Dark Ascension? 50 seconds. That is a pretty long cooldown, but they're gonna go for a play anyway. They just want to play around. I mean, I'm guessing this Aghanim Scepter picked up on the silencer, but he's just in the mid lane, so it's gonna be forced to rely on the global silence.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dude, no. Grab the bounties. What are you doing? They're coming. Please, the gold.
In comes Zero. Jubei beelining for the bounties. It gets taken, and Sladen on the backside. Stuck inside this arena with the Mortimer Kisses, but there's the lasso. It finds the Morphling. Can they actually bring him down in time is the real question. He does, as never gets the global off, and oh no. That is a lot of damage. You just go and take this fight without the silencer again. It's so bizarre.
Yeah, that's not in position there. I don't think they should have gone during the day. They felt like they had to do something, but I don't think they did. They didn't need to do anything. You take this late. You have the advantage here. They have no carries. You buy BKB, it counters up their entire team. That felt so weird to me, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. They really need to farm on the Morphling, and Silencer is an incredible late game hero if you manage to keep yourself alive in the fights.
I think they got impatient. They wanted to make a play.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I don't know what made them think they were stronger, though. It's not like they completed the BKB on the Morphling there.
He's still 1,450 gold away. Jubei trying to get a D ward, but not even going to find that.
Oh, that's what they completed there. They Aghanim Scepter on the Silencer, but it doesn't make you that much stronger, I feel. I mean, it's cool, but...
That's what I was saying. They completed it when they were diving in the mid lane, and then they like smoke up shortly after, but Silencer didn't come with them.
Yeah, I don't know then. I'm grasping at straws trying to figure out why they would make that play. Because again, tier 1 towers up in the mid lane, tier 1 towers up in the bottom lane. You move into their triangle, it is going to be such an easy zone for them to defend. Now they're moving up to invade the jungle here themselves on NoPing. I'm not sure what they're going to accomplish by themselves, but if they lose Panda Boo, it's not the end of the world. And he does scout them out.
Well, there's just going to be a epicenter, but it's going to get canceled. Man, they don't feel confident enough to take fights at all here on the side of Black and Yellow. Like, every fight has just been a disaster for them. 35 to 19, a 14k gold lead here for NoPing.
I mean, it does get better as this game goes on. That's the thing. The Ember Spirit, he does struggle to farm, but Morphling hasn't really had much of a map. 700 gold until he got the BKB, and he can feel confident enough to move around by himself. You still have to worry about getting chain stunned up by initiation from Sand King, but you know, Lincoln Sphere, status resistance are going to be able to assist you with that as the game goes on.
They smoke his 5 again. They're gonna see Angel. Blink, stun into the spear. That is a dead Ember Spirit. A very good find. The Dark Ascension comes through. Gonna be able to scout out the rest of the team. And Oscar on the backside. The Epi gets canceled by the Global Silence, and Zero just gets chased down here by Dark Mago. Lasso gonna find the Morphling, and now Oscar getting ready to use that epicenter. Is this gonna get put to real value as he takes down 2, and Esk here trying to TP home, but it's not gonna happen. Canceled by the Yules. Double buyback. Oh, Warmer Kisses does finish him off. Okay.
The Angel's on the back side of the fight trying to find Zero. Didn't manage to connect with him, but yeah, he's gonna end up getting away. I think his TP's on cooldown though. Yeah, for another 50 seconds here, but we've come to the same problem that I talked about earlier. You take these fights on the enemy side of the map, you're up 15k net worth. It feels like Black Needle have no way to fight into you. All right, they're about to lose Mars as well.
Yeah, that is a double TP onto the creep wave.
But as I was saying, you find these, but you've got no way to push. You take a fight on the enemy side of the map, but your Sand King is like doing his best to clear out a top tower with 400 HP, and I think that and maybe a little bit of shit damage here on this mostly dead mid tower is all you're going to get. Team with a real kid would be able to like threaten tier 3s or Raxes with that kind of team fight at that location.
That's a really good point. They're just gonna overwhelm them economically. It seems like there's not a lot of
if they can. I mean, it's not out of the question that they'd struggle to end this game for so long, and Morphling would eventually become farmed enough to win the game. Yeah, that looks impossible from where we stand at the moment, but it is something I'm concerned about. It should be something that NoPing is concerned about.
Boris has done a pretty great job on the Snapfire this game. He has passed both his mid lane and his off lane in net worth here. Just using that blink as well as the Scatterblast shard. It is super strong. I'm curious what he builds after this because he's got plenty of gold in the bank. Do you start transitioning to hyper carry? He's got an E-blade.
Hyper carry.
Yeah, just kind of like the MKB. The MKB and the Chrysalis.
I mean, maybe, question mark? Wouldn't be awful.
Yeah, he's going the E-blade. Oscar mid lane, Burrow Strike catches the silencer. The arena, it tries to separate the fight as Esk drops the global silence, but he's still stuck inside here and he can't get out. Gonna take down there to the Sand King. Mortimer Kiss is gonna help finish off that first kill, and the missile is gonna grab the Night Stalker. He buys back though. Zero can't outrun the fire damage from this Bat Rider. Camsun. Burrow Strike does catch the Ember Spear. The question is, can they find more? And he's just gonna get lassoed instead. He is all by himself. Manta Style gets him out.
So he is going to be just fine. So they don't have
look
to
at Panda Boo. What is he doing back here?
His best. Please.
Okay, that is his best indeed. Angel doesn't want to stick around much longer as well. Dark Mago blinks in really aggressively here, and he's actually just dead. Oh my gosh, that's a dieback on that silencer.
Boris is trying to stand his ground. The Cookie gets interrupted by a flame break.
He's got the shard. Oh no, that's so good.
Yeah. I mean, it started out decently, but buying back on the silencer, not finding the kill. Unfortunately, Snapfire wasn't in position at the start of that team fight. Boris is just trying to farm up a couple more items. I don't know what the E-blade is about. I think he's just trying to assist his team because they lack damage at the moment. They don't have a... Oh, good. Juve just goes down after the Dark Ascension too.
Fades before dawn.
Rough.
Yeah, that is very rough.
They don't have a way of killing Morphling once he pops his BKB in these fights, but without it, they're going to throw the fight into them. And again, they do have damage problems at the moment. I don't think Yim's actually able to stand his ground and fight people without the BKB, so he's got like 90 seconds of wailing on him, but that's not enough to find many kills.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I think you're right. A lot of this has to come down to Zero finding like a really good initiation and separating the fight, but it just hasn't happened, right? A lot of the times it's NoPing getting the jump with either the Bat Rider or even the Wind Ranger or Sand King. Like they're able to just find these heroes and they have zero hesitation. They go. They don't stop.
Morphling Enoch? Wait. Oh, is that broken now too?
What?
It is unfortunate. You can't see neutral items on the Dire squad anymore. You can't click their heroes.
What? I can see all the Dire heroes. Neutral items.
Dire neutral items. I mean in their neutral stash.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Oh.
threat for enemies.
Yeah, you kind of can.
What do you mean? Oh, I can now. My bad. Sorry, there's a different way to do it now. It looks like you have to rectangle select after opening the shop.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, no Titan Sliver, it looks like, which is unfortunate. It would be nice to find that one. I was like paying attention to neutral items that are dropping up until this game, but I didn't see what tier 3s they got on black and yellow. So we'll go with the...
Well, Roshan number 1 gonna go the way of NoPing, and I'm assuming this goes on to Angel. He just wants to play super aggressive, diving these heroes, and he'll be able to do so. With that Aegis now, Arcane Rune, Kaya Sange completed after this. It's gotta be the Aghanim Scepter. Dude, Dark Mago is so farmed, by the way. He has 21,000 net worth, sitting on the Ags now, the 600 lasso range, and that's a dead Morphling.
Yeah, he ended up triple remnant on that one. I definitely think it's worth it, especially given that you have an Arcane Rune right now.
Yeah.
That guy is a killer. You need to kill him to stun as well, otherwise he's going to be able to pop that BKB and just walk away.
Bottom lane, Dark Ascension comes out, looking to get on top of the Wind Ranger, but she has a BKB, and now Global Silence comes through. Maybe just be space for Boris to try and disengage, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen as Sladen tries to juke it out and will be successful. Picked up there by the Focus Fire. Epicenter is committed for this. Blink Spear mid lane finds Pandaboo. This is a hero you actually can kill, but haven't dropped the arena quite yet. There's the double lasso from Dark Mago, pulling him all the way back into the fun zone. And Angel just dealing so much damage here himself. Missile's gonna chase them all down as 5 heroes dead now on the side of black and yellow.
And, I mean, here comes the problem of not really having anyone who's able to push the tower. You're inside their base. You manage to take the team fight. I think you'll get the tier 3 here. You might get the Rax, but you're definitely not getting 2 sets, man. This damage is very slow for 3 heroes.
Yeah, it is indeed, but they'll get it. I mean, they have a 27,000 gold lead. At this point, I don't know what your win condition is on black and yellow. Like, it almost feels impossible to get back into this game.
The win condition is get Morphling farm, but Morphling doesn't want to leave the fountain right now. It doesn't feel comfortable without teammates up. Teammates are now up. Stop. To be able to defend this tier 3, so 1 set of racks they do lose. Again, I don't think they're out of the woods just because of how hard it is to actually take objectives here.
Rail Strike comes out, he finds Snapfire in the side, but there's a spear onto the Ember Spirit, but a great shackle from Sladen means the damage, it's all slowed down. Can they actually bring the Ember Spirit in time? They do. That's just the Aegis though, and Boris stuck in the trees, caught by the Spirit Vessel, another double lasso. Goodbye Mars, goodbye Night Stalker. Yamsun pops the BKB, trying to turn on the damage, but he can't get anybody. They just walk away from him. Deep into the base, Dark Mago chasing for more, looking to take down Eski, pops the BKB in next to the fountain nonetheless. The arena finally comes through, but it's a little bit too late. Managed to disengage. They might just try and take down the Sand King. He's falling incredibly low. Nice curse comes through. They finally do, but they don't. They don't get out with nothing. They at least take down 0. That's a dieback on your Mars.
Yeah, and second the fountain right now with the Spirit Vessel on him on Yamsum. They stand their ground, but I still... Oh,
He dodged the
dodged
curse.
the Arcane. Yeah, he dodged the Arcane Curse. That's not easy. Very clean. Anyhow,
Oh my god, Esk is dead. Right? Like, can't he just... He could just remnant forward for this. The call down. All right, yeah, he's got the Ags. So BKB comes out from the Silencer just in time, but no way to get back to that base, and dead Silencer. Jubei might be next, trying to chase him into the Fountain. Spirit Vessel doing some work. Yamsun also falling low, but has plenty of health to work with. 4 heroes dead still on the side of black and yellow. Angel just working black and yellow here on this Ember Spirit. Oh, Boris, what a god. What an actual god Boris is. 1,200 gold for Yamsun.
Yeah. That's a dieback, by the way. He doesn't have buyback.
They have
available.
only taken 1 lane, Neff. Another stun comes through. Can they actually find another kill? The wind run? An E-Blade from Boris. They have double E-Blade up, Neff.
All right.
Don't call it a
you're
comeback.
Because they were never out of the game. Let's go.
1,600 gold for Yamsun after that fight.
You know, it's kind of crazy how long they were inside that base. And they only got 1 set of racks.
Dark Mega with an Invis rune here. He gets a double lasso. Jubei comes over, trying to help these guys, and the Burrow Strike comes through. Yamsun comes Batrider himself. He's got everything still available. They don't have detection to actually scout this out. Sand King ends up getting a spear, though, and that is a dead Sand King. Another big bounty for Yamsun here on this Morphling, and suddenly he has a Chrysalis.
Uh-oh.
Oopsie whoopsie.
Oh, no. He's going for Daedalus now. I don't like where this is. It's a 20k net worth advantage here, but I don't like where this is going.
There's absolutely no way Black and Yellow pull this back, right? This would be unheard of.
Again, I pointed out some of the flaws with their draft, and I'm sure they know this too. They've gone all in on this magic damage. If you start building BKBs on more heroes, and yeah, Silencer, you said he's done for
the Silencer level 25 is unreal. If he gets last word mutes, like, you actually can just win games off of that. It is so good. Dark Mago looking to go in. There's gonna be the curse. The stun comes through, but he pops the BKB. He just chases down Silencer. He's got nothing left. Didn't get the BKB off in time. He does now, but the focus fire from Slayton's gonna finish him off, and Pandaboo protected by the Lotus Orb for the moment, but the damage is too much. They burst him down. Yamsun's like, whatever, I'll be Gyro. I don't really care. Flat coming through, trying to do what damage he can, but he's out of spells, man. He's got a Manta, he's got a stick, but they burst him down, and Yamsun goes down.
Yeah. Mom says it's my turn to be Gyrocopter. Dark Mango says no.
In the base, Snapfire found by Angel. He does have an E-Blade. All right, finishes him off, but now Slayton goes down as well, going in a little bit too far. There's a buyback here on the Batrider, or on the Morphling.
Mango, careful.
Oh, the Burrow Strike Epi, Yamsun diebacks, and that might be the end of the game. Your only hope is this Morphling. They're gonna buy back on Boris here. He does do a lot of damage on Snapfire, and they still can't push the base.
Here's the thing, Ricky. They can't push the base.
Oh no.
Let's go, Oscar.
Oscar, you're building hitter Sand King. Yeah, not a very common build.
At this point, you go like, all right, guys, we need like meteor hammers or some shit to send this shit.
Slayton's coming in with a focus fire, man. Slayton's coming with a focus fire. Crippling Fear is there. Esk, he's back up. The Spirit comes out. They pin the Sand King, but the double lasso again. Global Silence. Esk trying to TP home. The focus fire isn't enough. He barely survives. Jubei with the BKB, able to make it back to the base as well, but the base is still standing. Spells committed. The smoke comes through. They've got Dark Ascension. Jubei here on the Snapfire as well. They're gonna lose, well, for the moment. Can they keep themselves in this game?
All right, second set of racks accomplished. Major objective now taken.
Burrow Strike on a Night Stalker. Jubei in a lot of trouble, and he's just dead. Stuck around way too long. The level 25 talent. Oh, actually didn't even have the 25 talent yet, but he's about to. Grab the epicenter pulses. Oh, Boris, what a gamer. That's a dieback though.
Yeah, he gets the
Oh,
last
and
lap.
that is a super dead silencer. Okay, it's got to be over now, right?
I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah, there's the GG, Neff.
Okay, they GG out. They don't want to deal with another, I don't know, maybe minute of playing around with the Mars, the Morphling, and trying to defend the base there, and the very, very slow push coming up from NoPing. That's it. 40 minutes of suffering, a glimpse of hope, thinking that Black and Yellow might just come back and do it, but Morphling ends up getting bursted down here before he can get enough items online.
They just needed one more kill on NoPing here. A little bit disappointed that they GG out before that. 68 to 33, an absolute bloodbath our last two games. What can you say? I mean, Dark Mago, mid lane Batrider, ends up being level 29 at the end of this game. And just balled out of control in the mid. I guess they thought the Silencer was going to be a better matchup, but it just did not work out.
Yeah, I mean, ended up dying a couple times at the start. I think it was a misplay from Ask that made that happen. You probably don't play this Silencer matchup. I mean, he's only Dota plus level 3 on the hero, but I don't think he threw out enough last words or harassed him with the arcane curse and stepped a little bit too far forward. And once it starts tilting in the favor of the Batrider, even that first single kill, it just becomes way too much. Dark Vega was more farmed than he had any business being that game because of that.
Well, I mean, he also like kind of griefed his own game for that dive into the triangle too, right? Like there was a moment when Batrider like let Esk back into this game. It could have been worse. That's the thing that's like so wild about this whole scenario is like this game could have gone a lot worse for the side of Black and Yellow, but NoPing, absolute dominant performance here in game number 1, but we've got a game 2 to come up next, and Black and Yellow, if I'm not mistaken, have to win this or they're out of the tournament. So we'll see. We'll get some confirmation on that in a little bit, but Neff, anything else you want to talk about on that one, or are we pretty much beating the dead horse here, much like NoPing just beat Black and Yellow silly?
Black and Yellow got beaten Black and Blue that game. Let's move on to this next game.
All right. We'll see y'all after the break. We got more action here on the BTS Pro Series, season number 7. We'll see you soon.